We often see and use websites every day, but how do they work? Let us see it. A website is a combination of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which are used to display text, images, videos, etc. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript can all be understood by your browser. So, we use browsers like Chrome, Firefox, and Safari to use a website. Look at the text here. This is a simple HTML text and you can see how it is written. So these are called tags, which are HTML tags. Your browser will understand these tags and display the content accordingly. So let us run this and see. I'm simply using this and you can see this is a heading with H1 tag and this is a paragraph with P tag. And to see the whole page or the text that we have written here, you can simply right click and click on view page source. So if you see here, this is the whole page that is loaded by your web browser. Simply when this text is loaded, your browser will render this in this format. In a similar way, we also have CSS. So this is a simple CSS file, and if you see here, the CSS contains the style tag, which gives the style for the existing HTML. When I run this, you can see the text got loaded and you can see that it is colored and it is aligned at the center of the page. All this is done through CSS. So by adding this simple style tag in the text that we have written here, and all the elements that are in between these style tag are treated as CSS. And so browser understands this and modifies the content accordingly. In a similar way, we also have JavaScript. So let us see what JavaScript can do. I'm navigating to the file and opening it. And if you see here, what does a JavaScript do to your website? Punch me to see how I can change the content you're looking at. So this is the content that we are looking at now, and when I click this, see our content has been modified and all this is done by JavaScript. JavaScript has the capability to update or modify the whole content on the page, and at the same time it can also fetch whatever the content that you're entering or that is available at particular place. And it can also dynamically make some requests to the server and fetch back the responses from the server and do lots of things. Okay, this is all done locally in our own machine. But how does a website work remotely, and what's happening when we are navigating to google.com or facebook.com or any other domain?